All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you in the name of our Lord Jesus. There are two incidents in this video, and this will be part 3 on Ebuka Obi. Now, the last time I came here with a video, Ebuka was lamenting that some persons are actually against him, and he said two pastors in Lagos and 2 priests, Catholic priests from the Igbo land, according to his word. Now we're going to see another video of Ebuka's prophecy that he gave to a young lady in church, and the husband of that woman saw it and became very, very furious, and also the sister-in-law to the lady who was giving that prophecy spoke in this video. I'm going to talk about that video, but before then, a certain Reverend Father Kelvin Ugu has reacted to the recent prophetic declaration of Ebuka Obi on Loveth in January 29th. That's somehow fulfilled around February 15 or 16, 2025, barely 2 weeks after that prophecy was declared. Now, Ebuka Obi is of the Roman Catholic stock. Some persons have said that he was an apprentice under Father Ejikembaka. And there is this acronym that is common now with the Zion people of Ochalofancha or Mechalofancha, the eye that sees all and the hand that does all. See it all and do it all. But Mbaka, in one of his videos, claimed that came from his own ministry. Now, Mbaka, has not hidden the fact that he thinks Ebuka Obi is faking prophecies and miracles. In fact, in his own word, he called them RNG. Now, if you take that further a little bit, you begin to wonder, is Ebuka now practicing what he learned from his master, if indeed he was an apprentice under Reverend Father Ejikembaka? Well, we're not talking about Ejikembaka today. We're talking about Ebuka and Kelvin Ugu. First, before the prophecy, another fake one. We're looking at what Reverend Father Kelvin Ugu said, and this was posted on his verified Facebook timeline or account. All right, I will read it as it is. This was done 5 days ago. I should have actually done this video maybe about 3 days ago when I saw this, but I got busy somehow. Ebu Loveth 2025. Loveth, I see you celebrating. Loveth, the Lord is changing your story. Loveth, your testimony will be loud. Loveth, the day you will give your testimony, this prophecy will be replayed. Ebuka Obi, January 29, 2025. Now he goes ahead to list some things. Number 1, Nigerians are too emotional when it comes to politics, tribes, and religion, so it is very difficult to have a sensible discussion about the Zion minister without people thinking you are either jealous or being malicious or jobless. This is spot on. Now, anybody who is talking about this from the light of criticizing what was done by Ebuka and Loveth in this video, the conversation we'll be having, Zionites, as they call themselves, would always look at you as an agent. You are jealous, you are this and that. So, and religion and tribalism, politics, in a way, have been the tools with which we have been divided against ourselves. Now, but he says, but because we are here to educate and learn, permit me to highlight one area in this Ebuka Loveth drama. I intend that we can learn something from it. If you are not open to learning but think it is an attack on the man you adore, please go to your wall and attack me as well. Don't comment here. I will surely delete your comment and block you. This is not coming from me, it's coming from Reverend Father Kelvin Ugu, because there are so many people definitely that will come under this video to attack what I am saying. All right, so he was warning them ahead of time, but even if you have that time to come and attack me for doing this, just go ahead. All right. Number 3, the so-called prophecy given about this particular Loveth was done on January 29, 2025. It was boldly written on their page. I did not make it up. The woman gave her testimony in February, so please, what sort of business and work did a woman that claimed she was feeding like an ant would have gotten that will make her afford a house that cost about 500 million naira? Okay, we have come to know that house is actually 300 million naira, which is still very, very much. Within a space of 2 weeks, that is about 334,000 US dollars. You know, I asked this question. I asked this question. How is it that somebody who said he was having issues with her business and she was laboring like an elephant was feeding like an ant, just within the space of 2 weeks, you didn't tell us that somebody who forgot you sent you money. You didn't tell us you won an American lottery in millions, millions in US dollars or pound sterling. Just that after the prophecy, things began to work and money stopped failing or because you're falling, just within 2 weeks. Nobody is asking this question because we are just too gullible to accept everything. I am not concerned about why God did not reveal to the prophets that the lady was lying. That area is left to God alone to answer. However, I am concerned that Ebuka and his congregation and media team cannot check the source of her income that will make her acquire such property just between January and February, since the claim is that it is through the prophecy of January 29th that she got blessed. Any sensible person who hears such a tale should be more worried than excited. Exactly. Just like I said that no prophet hears everything or knows everything, but the problem is that these prophets bring the pressure upon themselves. They pressure themselves. They make people believe that they hear God all of the time. God is talking to them all of the time, and I've said that our God is not a talkative. Now, but the question is, how dare they not to verify? But they claim they verified. The second video we brought, they said they verified, and that video completely contradicted every claim that they had. All right. Now, number 5, because Ebuka, instead of being surprised at the instant wealth was seen using such tales to pray for others, it becomes very difficult to believe that he was not the architect of everything. This is a Reverend Father saying this, not me, a Reverend Father. All right. Number 6, but here is the problem and summary of Ebuka's ministry. Ebuka's understanding of how God works is money-centered. It is prosperity gospel mindset. This is why Ebuka is a big threat to the gospel of Christ. Everything is about having millions, mansions, visas, and traveling abroad. And when he wants to talk about other things other than those, he goes into male and female genitals. Actually, this Reverend Father said Ebuka is a threat to the gospel of Christ. And true to his words, these are the things that he's saying, not me saying them. All right. Number 7, prophecy with instant solution is a catchy phrase, but when you interrogate what instant solution means for an average Zion member, you will get to understand why it is not a problem or a red flag that in less than 1 month, a woman who said she had nothing can suddenly buy a house worth about 500 million naira, equivalent of 334,000 US dollars. And instead of people questioning her, everyone is excited and thanking Jesus. What sort of society are we building? Number 8, it worries me. This is where the pressure to steal and cut corners comes from. As it is in the shrine of the native doctor, so it is on the altar of the church minister. Everything is about quick money. Church people can call it miracle money. Shrine people call it blood money. Number 9, Ebuka even proposed marriage to the girl, albeit jokingly, a way of saying what attracts me is wealth. This is why I titled this post Ebu Love 2025-10. The minister even went on to denigrate the men and women in his church who don't have such a house as being caged. Exactly, he said it. It is a way of putting pressure on them to buy their own house. How they will get the money is not his headache. This is why all his prayers are simply about getting money, getting married, traveling abroad, and casting imaginary demons that won't allow those things to happen. Yet, we all know the real demons in our country are and why we are where we are. The biggest problem of Ebuka 11 is illiteracy and pride. It may sound condescending, but that is the fact. And usually the IQ level of the one you always listen to will affect yours. This is also why the majority of his ardent followers think like him. They don't see the problem. Number 12, if Ebuka truly has the Spirit of God in him and allows the Bible, the way he would have handled this issue would have won the admiration of many, because nobody is perfect. On Lovett's issue, if the testimony is fake, then the prophecy is also fake. What is wrong in admitting that you misled the people and couldn't discern properly and apologize? But what do we see? He's now bullying the poor Lovett by arresting her and claiming that 2 Igbo priests and 2 pastors are the people planning to bring him down. 13. What other evidence do we need? Ebuka should stop being a coward. He should call the names of the priests and pastors and allow the police to investigate them. Case closed. The summary of my long post is simple. No prophecy makes anyone rich. Church is not a place to claim wealth. Jesus did not make anyone rich. In fact, he told many rich people to sell everything they had and follow him. The gospel of Ebuka Obi on wealth is a false gospel. It is a get rich quick kind of gospel. Stop feeding yourselves with gibberish. This came from Reverend Father Kevin Ugu. Reverend Father Kevin Ugu. I think this guy here deserves an applaud, and I applaud this post. I applaud this post. Well, it is left for you to think that Kevin Ugu is bitter, is jealous. He doesn't have the gift of prophecy, so he's attacking the one that has it. Now, that one that has it is in the eye of the storm, because you know something with the people on the internet, they won't let you rest. Once they find one, they will get to the other one. So now the next thing, I don't have to analyze anything on what this man has written here. I've said countless times this thing he said here. The things he said here have been the things that I have said. Unfortunately, many of us don't listen to my commentary. You just hear one thing and some of us starts running with it, and you think you have heard everything. And so when you make your comment based on the shallowness of what you think you know. But kudos to those of you who have patience and who are wise enough to listen before you write your comment. So I've said much of the things that Reverend Father Kevin Ugu said here, so it is not something new. Now, coming to fake prophecy. Now listen to this one. This one happened in his church too. This young lady, suddenly Ebuka called her up and began to prophesy about her marriage, about her husband, sending her away because the husband was frustrated, thinking that she is a witch that has bewitched the husband and all that. Was the woman actually sent away from her husband's house? Yes, she was. She was. But not really what Ebuka claimed or what the woman admitted to that happened. What happened was different. Now I'll play the first part of it for you, where that prophecy was given. And here we go.
Well, look at my eye. Your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Never is your husband abandoned. Your husband. You have children. He put you away. He asked you to go. Not for your husband is not a bad. He's under frustration. Under frustration. Your husband had money before. He's rich before. At the time he started having problems. Out of frustration, he thought you are the one that caused. Put you away. Your hand. You will go back to your God. And he will prosper.
Now, the next voice you will hear will be the voice of the younger sister of the husband to the woman that Ebuka prophesied to. I will try to summarize what the lady said in the video that made her husband, her brother, chase away his wife. Now, the thing was that the woman, during election, probably the last elections, when everybody was at home, a friend to the husband of this woman saw her somewhere that she was not supposed to be. So this friend called his own friend, who is the husband to the woman, and was like, what is a woman doing outside, even today, that people are not supposed to be outside? The husband was not at home. The man was like, no, I left my wife at home. She's in the house. The man was like, don't I know your wife again? I'm telling you, she's here. I could see her. And so the man was like, okay, what is she putting on? He described to the man what the woman was putting on, and he called home. And it was confirmed that his wife was not at home. Now, the man, got back to his friend who called him and said, okay, please monitor something. Now, Suddenly, the man saw the woman entering a car, and he followed. And they got to a certain hotel, alighted, and went into the hotel. Now, meanwhile, the husband confirmed from the house that the wife was not at home, and confirmed that it was the same dress that his friend had described that the woman was wearing, that she was actually putting on. So he called his wife, and his wife was like, "Darling, where are you?" He said, "Darling, I am at home." He said, "Okay." Now, so when they got to the hotel, his friend called him and said, "Such and such hotel is where your wife has come." And so the man came to the hotel, caught his wife red-handed. Now, the story now developed from there, because that was the genesis of it. And the man sent the wife away from the marriage. And so now the woman has been going around, even called some priests to beg the husband. The husband said, "Okay, if we are going to settle it, we have to reach village, because village people are already involved in the matter." So, walking up and down, she went to Ebuka Obi's church, and Ebuka Obi gave her this prophecy. And whether it was arranged, I don't know. But the fact is that it was fake, according to the narration you will hear from this woman. But then what I don't understand is how Ebuka used to do his eyes like a spirit when giving some of these prophecies. Is it that the Spirit came upon him and disfigured him like that? Does the Holy Spirit disfigure people and make them look like monsters when it comes upon them? I don't know, but listen to this summary. I'll be back.
Lolo, ihe na-agwa ikita eziokwu ka na-agwa gị. Anywhere no ya akpọ or my brother will come out and stand and say this. That prophecy is total false. It's not true. This thing since last month, March, do that election period. Cause this girl, my brother not on her yard. So this girl kwado for. So one of my brother friend, cause my brother been a blado. My brother friend for the lady na Alafia. Oh my brother, this period of election period, you have we have your other side in me or side ka here. I say I'm we on our yard. I say no we go na free here. I say the show. My brother ko one hano na yard. See her auntie on our yard. I say mba no just what. Ojo e ka ko you describe what the sent that friend ya hu warrior. So my brother say okay, I monitor wa mare born aga from there. About one tinted car. That my brother friend where from the trace was here. Trace we have but I first stack. This hotel on a pujo go my. So was my brother better this thing. Share haba nana monitor ya. Aba from the Ebuka room, Habana room. Now so okay, kinyo bana room ime. And my business ni me hotel room ko ngini ke okay my brother ko kwaya no kwa ba mpo ya o si na na yard o si na yard o si anso wadia e ba he no ni me hotel no kwa na omhwe ya ino shakwa e ba si e ba halawa since then till today me na gini ko this girl never cross house obata be na yard iyo mezire bo Ghana parish prince that are blood that St. Stephen Gayo wa the reverend father cause eba am my brother na ya because ya ore ya di le kwa le ni home confess ya le ni home wash the reverend father I met my brother invite my brother say no we here ya me ba until ya so ya Biata village cause the matter not a great village no this kind thing ebu working. Why? Because no, but today is first time on me because she confessed it that this is not the first time. Okay, you have to come home before you know it's a question no ya abata. Oh, from there I go from one place to another. Now you're my brother friends. I be your way. From there is Gafuziri online on Sunday. I was surprised. Now watch the because now online can watch. I be on Zion. Ruteba is not my brother wife. Somebody said, my brother Ruteba. Oh, you know she joke. Oh. Okay, every this kind of prophecy. Okay, in a show you digi can no mezi. Why not say the truth? Me they say this is not true. This is not how it is. But I am be okay. You're dim lele ki yesiri me. No show pukwa mo me ma abando. No, which can KK no the out of frustration ko jiri shopo ya na ya no nwere setback. Is a lie. Nothing like saying get setback. Nothing like say frustrate. Nothing here ngwagana is pure truth. Anywhere we are for clear this thing up, we are ready to come. We are ready to stand. That is just the pure truth. That is just it. We are trying to get Ebuka Egwaya about this thing. Oh, my brother just come get us no with that way. Ebuka said no was yesterday. Not yesterday. Say well Omaro or singing a money hakorako. But yeah, try I made them see. I don't understand. Just go to this thing just confusing me. How is it? How I don't understand. If you send another person they tell me this, I no go believe her. But this one say this person in our forever is my brother's is my brother wife. Serious.
Okay, thank you very much, and God bless you. Right, you heard what Reverend Father Kevin Ugu said, and my question is now to those of you who will say some people are indeed against Ebuka Obi. Now, this prophecy that you have just listened to now, was that arranged too? I mean, was that arranged by somebody else to put Ebuka down? Was it that somebody planted the woman there because he was the one that caught the woman up himself? The woman didn't come out to give testimonies, lest we say that somebody has planted her to come and give another fake testimonies. She was seated on his or her own. Ebuka signaled her to come, and he began to release those things on her. And at the end of the day, yes, it's true that the woman was chased away from her husband's house, but the narration, the story does not match with the prophecy. And if I listen well, the young woman there confirmed that her brother eventually has gotten in contact with Ebuka Obi, and though she wasn't so forthcoming there, it's like Ebuka Obi admitted error, but then it is already on the internet. And the lady herself spoke to somebody who probably called her because they saw the picture of her sister-in-law. And these things, they would deliberately put it up there and people will see it. And so when people see it and begin to talk about it, others begin to attack people for talking about what they perceive was obvious error and lies. Now, you see, we can be wrong. People can make mistakes and be wrong, but these ones now can't be wrong. It can be wrong. And Ebuka is exhibiting some kind of pride. Ebuka is exhibiting some kind of, thick skin, making himself now. I thought he was humble before, but these things are beginning to get to him. He may still be humble, but the way he's handling all these matters would make even people who were not interested in these matters to begin to dig up more videos. Well, anyway, I keep it at that. I want to listen to you, your own opinion. Let's know what you think about the whole matter. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Till then, from me to you, shalom.